Alright, this killermane coming at you with a weekly item shop video for 318 until 325. Now, before I go ahead and start by saying what the right hand side, that's the one that's 6 days left, how much the total amount's going to cost you, and what you should and shouldn't buy, I
Don't
wanted
tell
to
me
go
what's
ahead and tell you
inside.
guys, if you're
I
not
want it
already
to be a
supporting one of your favorite
surprise.
content creators, hey, I have a content creator. If you're not already supporting one of your favorite content creators, for every Epic Games game in Epic Games Store, before purchasing anything in the item shop or llama shop or any other kind of shop for Epic Games, there's a content creator, support a content creator button that you go ahead and click or tab, and then it pulls up this and you enter the code. And like I mentioned, support your favorite content creator. If not, I got a code right there if you'd like to support me. Doesn't cost you anything at all. Now, like I was mentioning, on the right hand side, the total amount, and also how like what to buy, how to select what to buy and what not to buy, or how to use it. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the full amount for the right hand side. If you were to buy everything, was gonna be 15,195. That's 15195. Now, unless you want to wait an entire year, unless you might get lucky that this gun pops up in the birthday llama shop. I mean the birthday llama. It's gonna be in the llama shop. It's gonna be the year 3 llama that it might possibly have this weapon in it, but unless it does not, you will have to wait an entire year to get this sniper. So I recommend you go ahead and buy it right away, just so you don't lose out if it ends up being a good weapon or a weapon that you end up liking and wanting it later and having people make it for you. Another thing would have to be is that the ceiling drop trap, with the physics system that they applied in YouTube videos that I've seen online, but I have yet to test myself, is that the physics system is now making these traps, the ceiling drop trap, I guess, more effective, dealing more damage. If you don't like it, because it is a cheap trap to make, if you don't end up liking it, put it in your collections book. It will help you get other resources for later down the road, like such as pure drops of rain, lightning in the bottle, so on and so forth, to help you level up your existing schematics and defenders, survivors, so on and so forth. Now, the lightning pistol, I've never tried for myself. I would say just completely ignore it unless you want it for your collections book or want to test it out. You definitely want every account resource, as you see it labeled right there. It says account resource times 5 legendary flux. Now, what the legendary flux is for is to level up existing schematics and heroes. Yeah, schematics and heroes are the only two things I could think of at this very given second that you can actually increase the rarity from purple to orange, but you will need 100. And I'm gonna show you how to use that, by the way, as well. If you go to any of your hero or schematics, and like I mentioned, as long as they're whatever rarity below the rarity you're trying to upgrade to, you click on the upgrade tab on the bottom right hand corner. It says increase rarity after, and you click it and it will tell you how much it costs and how much you will have. That goes for every schematic and hero. And then you will definitely want armory slots in case that your schematics, defenders, survivors, heroes, like pretty much everything that you have that has this number, that's 2173 for me out of 2435. You want to go ahead and buy every armory slot for your account, so you can increase the amount of schematics, defenders, and so on and so forth that you can hold and use at any given moment. If you have locks on them, that's the reason why. Now, Guardian Bull, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, in case that you use hardware melee weapons and don't have this hero already, or just want it for your collections book, it will help all the above for, like I said, getting resources. His specialty is going to be bull rushing. It's his first ability, plasma pulse, decoy. And his perk is going to increase the crit rating of any hardware melee weapon, and if you have him as your commander, then it goes up by 50%. The Husk Buster, I heard a lot of good things about it in the past, or people talk about it, word of mouth from many people. Never used it myself. Personally, I will go ahead and say that it's a scavenger weapon, so knowing that, it breaks really fast. Just know that. It might do a lot of damage, but it's going to break really quickly. And if you haven't already got all purple or better survivors, you want to grab your survivors every week. Like I mentioned, account resources, you want all of these because you want to be able to level up your schematics, so on and so forth. You know, once again with the epic flux, you want to increase blue to purple. You're gonna need 100 of the purple. Uh, the axe, I never really used it. I will say if you like melee weapons, go ahead and test out every melee weapon of your choice. But I will say just because you buy one melee weapon or even one of these shotguns, right? That doesn't mean you're not gonna like the final static perk for every single one. I'm gonna go ahead and show you, give you an example right now. That if you select one of the weapons that you like, here we go. I'll just select this one, and I increase the rarity from purple to orange. You're gonna see there's a static perk underneath the damage perk. It says on hit, bullet splinters, shrapnel. Okay, so most weapons for sure, if they're not gonna have affliction, it's gonna have snare, and what affliction means is gonna do damage over time. And you're gonna want to get that, or unless you want to snare them, which means you're gonna slow them down for, you know, the duration of the time that it slows them down for. Like, if I could give you an example right here, affliction for 6 seconds, that means for every second it's gonna deal damage. And that's gonna be based on your tech level as well. If you're curious to find out how to do more damage with affliction, you're gonna want your tech level to go up. So yeah, and then snare will be slowing down by 30% for 6 seconds, and I can't show you because I can't find a weapon with it. But yes, those are the two variants for sure that I will tell you. It will have affliction or snare or something else, and you got to make sure that you get the one that you want. Once again, that goes for the melee weapon I just mentioned right here, this axe, as well as the shotgun. Rather you want snare, affliction, or another perk, a static perk that will not change on your weapon, the one that you want. Account resource right here again, this rare perk up, it's gonna go ahead and increase the rarity of your weapon. As you see, I got all legendary for this one. If I go down even further, then I have all blue. And if I go down even further, it's just random because I haven't leveled it up. You see white, green, green, blue, blue. So you're gonna need the one according. So if I had green perks, I need the blue one to go up from green to blue, and then purple to, you know what I mean, blue to purple, and then so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure you're catching along. Just like if you had green, then you would need the blue to go to green to blue, or white to green. That's what you're gonna need. Same thing with the blue flux and the purple flux and the orange flux. If you wanted to get this Pathfinder Jess, which she's gonna have teddy bear, seismic smash, and phase shift, that's what her abilities are, and her perks gonna be increased pickaxe damage. So when you're farming, you're definitely gonna want her if you like farming a lot and make it as fast as possible. Okay, and in case you like her, you're gonna want to go ahead and get that blue flux so you can increase her to blue rarity, and as well as purple and as well as orange in case you want her like that. And then this last one is so you can increase the rarity of your perks or change your perk in case you don't like, you know, reload speed, durability, fire rate, damage, crit rating, crit damage, so on and so forth. And pretty much that's the end of the video. I did want to make this as fast as possible and make it as informative as possible in a short amount of time. If you have any questions, write in the comments. Come to my stream at twitch.tv/killermane408. Once again, if you're not already supporting one of your favorite content creators, go ahead and support your favorite content creator in Epic Games Game Store or Epic Games Game. Once again, my content creator code's right in the middle of your screen. If you see creator supported, that's what it is. Or support your favorite content creator. And like my chat is also mentioning, which I don't like to do, is like it in case you do end up liking it, so it shows me that you want me to end up making more of these. And then subscribe if you do want to make sure you stay up to date for everything that I post, rather it be gameplay or information such as this. Thanks for watching.